I'm Robyn Rowen, your Big I lobbyist with a legislative update live from the Big I headquarters in Minnesota. And thankfully, I'm not doing this from Morocco, where my husband and I were vacationing when the Moroccan government closed the borders earlier this week. Now that I'm not worried about spending the holidays in Africa, I can return my attention to the quickly approaching 2022 legislative session, which begins on January 31st. Since Dan and April retained me as a lobbyist, one of my goals has been to establish the Big I as a trusted resource for public policy makers on how their proposals might impact independent agents and, most importantly, our clients. Those efforts are paying off on several fronts as preparations begin for the 2022 legislative session. First, the DOC has asked the Big I to join a group working to update Minnesota's CE laws. This group is comprised of representatives from other DOC licensees, including the realtors and appraisers and content providers, but the Big I is the only organization on the working group representing agents. While we support the DOC's efforts to update the CE laws, we also believe that this working group provides a great opportunity to improve the CE experience for our members. So we are proposing our own list of reforms based on input from our members that take as well as teach CE classes. These improvements include, first, getting rid of the requirement that participants in an instructor-led Web CE must answer 100% of the polling questions. The vast majority of states only require participants to respond to 80% of the polling question. And it is counterproductive that professional agents should have to worry about going to the restroom or getting their CE credit. In the same vein, we are looking to allow partial credit for a live CE course when a participant completes a section of the entire course, instead of the DOC's current all-or-nothing approach. To make the best use of your time and to improve course content, we are also looking to be able to include ethics content in other subject matter courses instead of requiring agents to attend a separate ethics course. We will keep you up to date on our progress, but in the interim, feel free to share your CE reform ideas with us. Second, the Big I was also invited to join discussions regarding the possibility of legislation establishing a low-cost auto insurance program in Minnesota. The IFM, the Insurance Federation of Minnesota, is also participating, as are several nonprofits, but once again, we are the only agent group participating in these conversations. The concern is that the high cost of auto insurance has become a barrier to low-income Minnesotans trying to achieve economic mobility. The nonprofits, which include Legal Aid and the Minnesota Asset Building Coalition, are interested in establishing a low-cost auto insurance program that would allow qualified households to purchase liability insurance with limits below the statutory minimum. Currently, only California and New Jersey have similar programs. While we certainly don't want the cost of auto insurance to be a barrier to economic mobility, the key question is whether a state-run, low-cost policy program is the appropriate solution in Minnesota. We will keep you posted as discussions continue. Lastly, we are still anticipating some action from the DOC regarding the potential disparate impact of certain underwriting and rating factors, primarily in the auto and homeowner space. You will recall that last session, Commissioner Arnold testified in the House Commerce Committee regarding the DOC's interest in eliminating systemic bias in Minnesota's financial services industries, and this would include examining insurance underwriting and rating practices. The DOC has acknowledged the importance of having the independent agents at the table for these discussions, so stay tuned. If you are interested in getting involved in any of these issues, the Big I provides a myriad of opportunities to plug in, from helping develop our policy positions to testifying in committee and meeting with public policymakers. Please do not hesitate to reach out to April about joining the Legislative Committee. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in January with a 2022 legislative preview.